Imagine a cold autumn evening. You're on a quiet street when you hear a soft, desperate meow. You're a police officer on patrol, and as you turn the corner, you spot a cat tangled in an old iron fence. Its eyes are wide with fear, its fur matted and dirty, and its thin body trembles from the chill. From the very first moment, you know this little life is in danger, and without hesitation you decide to help. But as you step closer, your heart skips a beat. This cat looks exactly like the one you lost years ago. In this story, hope and despair collide, and you're about to make a choice that will challenge everything you believe about destiny and duty, revealing how far one person will go to save what seems lost forever. You reach out a gentle hand, speaking softly to soothe it. "It's okay. I'm here." At first the cat recoils, but hunger and fatigue overcome self-preservation. It cautiously inches closer until you can lift it from the fence. In that instant, a strange, almost familiar feeling washes over you, as if you felt this fur, smelled this warmth before. Your fingertips brush against its coat, and an undeniable thought flashes through your mind. Could this really be her, your long-lost companion? As you cradle the cat, your fingers find a metal tag hanging from its collar. Your pulse quickens when you recognize the engraved name and phone number. You know them by heart. You pull out your phone and dial the number, knowing someone on the other end will be shocked to hear from you. Your life has been split into before and after the day you lost that cat, and now you have a chance to close an old wound. While you wait for an answer, memories flood back. You remember seeing her photo at the shelter when you were fresh on the force, eager to make a difference. You remember how she purred so loudly in your arms that your head buzzed with joy. You recall her following you down the sidewalk like a shadow, and the laughter when she chased her own tail in circles. Then you remember that fateful day when you went to work for a double shift, only to return home and find the door ajar and her gone without a trace. Your phone rings and a trembling voice answers. It's the woman who once cared for this cat, the one you adopted so many years ago. You explain what's happening, and she gasps with an involuntary sob. She tells you that she moved to another city and, unable to take her with her, the cat slipped out of her carrier. All her efforts to find her failed, yet every year she left food on her porch, hoping she might return. Now, fate has reunited you both. You glance around. No security cameras, no witnesses. Only you and this extraordinary moment that life has written without your knowing. The street is empty, cars drift past, scattering golden leaves across the asphalt. You stand under an old lamppost, holding this cat and feeling a storm of emotions. The joy of reunion, the ache of memories, the spark of hope for what lies ahead. The woman asks for your location, and you tell her exactly where you are. She promises to arrive in minutes and calls back to confirm the time. In the meantime, you find water and a small portion of cat food in your patrol car. The cat drinks and eats tentatively, its trembling body slowly relaxing. Once again, you sense that deep bond that neither time nor distance could erase. When her car finally pulls up, the same woman who spoke with you on the phone rushes out without a second thought. Her eyes brim with tears as she kneels before you. You gently place the cat on the ground, and she speaks your name as if it were magic. The cat's head turns at the sound of her voice, and with a joyful leap, she runs straight into her arms. They embrace, and you feel the warmth of that moment fill your chest. Through her tears she whispers, "I thought I'd never see her again." You smile and recall the words you once told yourself. Saving a life changes the world. Today, you didn't just save a cat. You restored someone's faith in miracles. As you watch them reunite, you reflect on how many untold stories pass us by every day, how countless lives intersect in a single instant without us ever noticing. You vow to keep doing your job, to help those in need without expecting anything in return, because the true value of a rescue isn't measured in gratitude, but in the way it transforms hearts. A few hours later, you're back in your patrol car, the warm glow of this story lingering around you as you head off to new calls. The night air carries a hint of promise, reminding you that there is still room for miracles in this world. Sometimes they arrive in the most unexpected forms, a small cat with a simple metal tag that becomes a symbol of hope. You pull up to the station and step out, the quiet courtyard greeting you like an old friend. You realize that in saving someone else, you found something important yourself. The thread that connects our lives is woven through ordinary moments, and sometimes the greatest miracles hide in plain sight. The bond between a person and an animal can heal wounds not just of the body, but of the soul. You hear the click of the station door behind you as the lights flicker on in the hallway. Your fellow officers look up, curiosity in their eyes. You let a knowing smile cross your face and say, "Tonight, I saw a true miracle." Maybe those words will warm their hearts and inspire them to look for chances to do good, because anyone can be the guardian angel someone needs. And as you pick up your radio and prepare for the next call, you carry with you the memory of a frightened cat under a lamppost, the weight of a tiny metal tag, and the promise that even in the darkest alley, a miracle can be just a reach away. As the night stretches on, the thrill of the reunion still hums in your veins, but gives way to a deeper reflection. Every siren you hear, every crackle over the radio, reminds you that duty never sleeps. And yet, something has shifted inside you, an awareness that the smallest gestures can echo far beyond a single moment. You drive through quiet neighborhoods, streetlights casting long shadows, and wonder how many people are out there, unseen, waiting for a hand to reach them. Your radio springs to life with a call about a stray dog spotted near a busy intersection. You ease the car to a stop and glance at the empty passenger seat, where just hours ago the reunited cat lay content and safe. You realize that the need to protect and care extends to all creatures, big and small. Without hesitation, you flip on the lights and head toward the scene, your heart open to whatever, or whoever, you might find. Approaching the intersection, you scan for movement and spot a trembling golden retriever at the curb, its collar loose and tags missing. Drivers swerve to avoid it, horns blaring, and the dog's eyes dart with panic. You park at a safe distance and call out softly, crouching down where your uniform won't seem threatening. The retriever's body tenses, but your gentle tone steadies it. You take a small pouch of dog treats from your car door and extend your hand. The animal inches forward, sniffing, and finally accepts the snack, tail wagging cautiously. With calm patience, you guide the dog into a makeshift leash you carry for emergencies. As you secure the collar, you notice a faint scar near its left ear, an old reminder of a life once harder than this moment suggests. You glance down at your own uniform. The badge on your chest stands not only for law and order, but for compassion and hope. This dog, like the cat before it, needed someone to see beyond fear and give it a chance. Back in your car, you radio dispatch to request animal control backup and wait, stroking the retriever's fur. It leans into your touch, trusting you in a way few humans have. You think of the woman whose life you brightened tonight, tears of joy streaming down her face as she held her lost pet again. This dog's story may not have such a happy ending yet, but you promise yourself, and him, that you'll do everything in your power to reunite it with a family or find it a loving home. When the animal control officer arrives, you hand over the leash and share what little you know. You give them your contact information, telling them you'll check in tomorrow. As you watch the officers lead the dog away, you feel a quiet satisfaction, another life in safe hands. You step back to your car, breathing in the cool night air, and realize this is the rhythm of your work. Moments of crisis, flashes of connection, and the steady hum of compassion guiding each decision. Returning to the station, you wipe your hands and check the log. Your partner nods in greeting, curiosity flickering in his eyes. You smile and say, "Tonight was one for the books, 2 rescues, 2 reminders that every life matters." He grins, knowing better than anyone the unpredictability of the job. Together, you prepare for the rest of the shift, mentally readying yourselves for whatever might come next. Later, as dawn threatens the horizon with a soft glow, you sit in the break room sipping coffee that's gone cold. Your thoughts drift back to the lamppost where the cat first found you, and to the intersection where you calmed the retriever. You realize that a uniform doesn't just carry authority, it carries responsibility, to protect, to serve, and to show kindness in the smallest of actions. These moments become the stories you share with new recruits, the lessons you carry in your heart, and the fuel that keeps you going when the world seems dark. Today, you learn that miracles aren't reserved for grand gestures. They happen in the simple act of bending down to help, in the soft murmur that calms a frightened creature, in the willingness to extend yourself beyond the call of duty. You gather your gear, ready to head home as your shift ends, but you know the impact of tonight will follow you. When you step through your front door, you'll carry tales of feathers, fur, and the fragile beauty of hope renewed. And perhaps,